Hello, and welcome to the Thrive Mindset Podcast. I am so glad you are here with me. My name is Carrie Dahle, and I am your host. I am an entrepreneur, author, podcaster, manifester, and motivator. And I am on a mission to empower you to create the life of your dreams. If you are looking to up-level your life, relationships, finances, productivity, and success, you have come to the right place. I will share with you tools, resources, strategies, my failures, and my successes that have all helped me achieve the life of my dreams. It is my goal with this podcast to help you see your potential and empower you to create the life of your dreams. So let's get to it. Welcome back to the Thrive Mindset Podcast. I'm so happy to have you here today, and I'm really excited about today's topic because it is just the basics on manifesting. It is manifesting 101. So many people ask me, Carrie, you talk about manifesting, you talk about intentional manifesting versus unintentional manifesting, but I don't even know where to start if I'm wanting to intentionally manifest something. And in thinking about how I should respond to that, I got to really thinking that there are a lot of basics that maybe we need to cover. So whether you are new to manifesting or you've been practicing it for a while, these are going to be tips that can help you bring your desires and intentions into reality through focused thoughts and actions. So let's dive into this. First of all, let's be clear on what intentional manifesting is versus unintentional manifesting. Everyone manifests. We do it all the time, and it's constantly happening. But the difference between just manifesting all the time and intentionally manifesting is when you are doing it intentionally, you are focused on what you want and where you're headed. And that is what drives your actions, your behaviors, and all that you are wanting to come to you. So that leads me to point number one. And the very first thing that you need to be doing if you are manifesting is to set a clear intention. Be specific about what you want to manifest. Write it down. Write your goal in detail and visualize it as if it's already happened. And when I say write it down, I mean in detail, in colorful, bright, brilliant detail. Like, for example, if you are looking for the house of your dreams, I want you to sit down and write out what color that house is, what style that house is, how many cars can fit in the garage, how big the kitchen is, what the countertops are. Is there a pool? Is there a hot tub? Is there a garden? Is there a room that you just love to sit in and read? Is there a view? Every detail, write it down. And then go back and read what you've written and imagine yourself there. Imagine you're standing in the kitchen cooking dinner. Imagine watching your friends and your family around the house and enjoying time with you. Imagine being in the yard and planting flowers. Imagine working in the garden. Imagine swimming laps in the pool. Imagine whatever it is about this home and you there enjoying it. And imagine it with joy and happiness and excitement. And the whole point of this is to be so clear with what your intention is, that the universe is equally as clear on what it is you are wanting. And the clearer your intention, the easier it is for the universe to bring it to you in reality. So even when it seems like you are just being beyond ridiculous with how many details you are journaling out and how many of those details, even from the furniture in the house to maybe you notice there's a little mark in the granite on the counter, or maybe you write down that when you're sitting out by the pool that the wind makes the water ripple and it kind of splashes on the side, then you notice the water marks in the pavement around. And as silly as those things sound, you are just attaching yourself to this image of what it is you love, what it is you want. It makes it easier for you to visit it time and time again and remember what your intention is and remember what it is that you're wanting and going after. And the clearer you see that, the easier it becomes for you to continue to imagine it, to visualize it, to share it, and you will keep focused on it. But let's pretend you're not trying to get a house, or it's not something maybe material you're wanting. Maybe it is a career change. Maybe you were dying to write a book and you want to be a New York Times bestselling author. So imagine it. Imagine what your book looks like. Imagine yourself writing. Imagine what you look like when you're book signings. Imagine when you're being interviewed. Imagine all the things that go along with that and write it all down. Write it all down so that every day you can revisit that and remember what your intention is. The next step that you need to take is to believe in yourself. Believe that you are capable of manifesting what you desire, and trust that the universe is working in your favor and that you will receive whatever you ask for. The power to manifest lies within you, so have faith in your ability and then create your reality. When you believe in yourself, you are sending this very clear message to the universe that you are capable of manifesting your desires. And then you have to trust that the universe is working in your favor and that you will receive everything you're asking for. Remember when we talked about the fact that life is happening for you, not to you? Same idea, right? You need to believe that you didn't just get that job, or you didn't just make that connection the other day with a random person on the street, that the universe actually brought that to you. The universe is doing things for you, not to you. And the more you believe in yourself, the more the universe will believe in you. So a good example of this would be if you're wanting to manifest a new job and you believe that you have the skills and the experience to land that dream job, and you believe that you are smart and you are capable and you are articulate and that you have all the qualities that that job needs, then you need to also trust that the universe hears that, receives that, sees that, and is going to bring that right opportunity to you at the right time. But if you don't believe in yourself and you don't think that you can do these things and you don't have the confidence or the positivity in yourself, then the universe isn't going to have any confidence in you either. And why would it bring you your dream job if you don't even think you can do it? I mean, think about that. Think about that think about that as if you were the boss, right? And you are needing to hire somebody. And you have two people walk into your office, and one walks in and they are happy and positive and able to answer all of your questions in a way that is confident and reassuring to you that, yeah, this person knows what they're talking about. Okay, well, they're going to rate out really well with you, right? And you're going to think this person will be great for this job. Now, next person walks into the office to apply for your job and a little more meek, a little more unsure, not very confident in their answers. Well, maybe they could still do the job, but you aren't going to be as confident hiring them. If you can step back, just like in that scenario of looking at it as if you were the employer hiring the employee, and you looked at that as if like the universe and you can see how it's so much more important for you to have that belief and confidence in yourself in order for you to draw those opportunities to you, because they are going to be drawn to the person, the thing that mirrors them most closely, that matches them. We've talked about that, right? We've talked about the fact that when you manifest what you are. And so that goes back to that core belief, that believe in yourself and believe that you deserve and that you are capable of these things, that you are manifesting, and manifest what you are. The third tip that I have for you is to use positive affirmations. Affirmations are statements that you repeat to yourself to reprogram your subconscious mind with positive thoughts and beliefs. So you want to repeat affirmations daily to reinforce your desired outcome. So for example, if you're wanting to manifest more abundance, then you need to be using affirmations like, I am abundant, or money flows easy to me, or the universe brings me everything I need. There are all kinds of affirmations out there. You can come up with your own and just write one out every day. You can use affirmation cards, which actually I love. I have a deck that I keep on my desk that I just shuffle through and pull out one every day. And I love that because when I do it that way, it's usually something that I need to hear, not necessarily what I would have written down on my own. But when you're specifically manifesting a specific thing, then your affirmations should be focused on that. I think another thing to remember about affirmations is that because unfortunately as children, we have heard over and over and over so many negative statements about money, for example, like money doesn't grow on trees and you have to work hard for money and there's not enough money for everyone and money is the root of all evil. These are all things that we're taught as a child or we've heard, or not all of us, but many of us have. And when you hear those things over and over, they can become a limiting belief for you when you are trying to overcome those limiting beliefs and get into an abundance mindset versus a scarcity mindset. So using positive affirmations and putting them in places where you see them over and over and over during the day is a great way to retrain your mind and draw those positive manifestations towards you. In fact, you could take every one of those negative comments that you can think of about money or whatever it is negative about whatever circumstance, whatever thing you were trying to manifest, and write down the opposite in a positive affirmation and put it, on Post-it notes, on the wall in front of you, on your computer screen, on your mirror, wherever you need it, so that you can see it over and over to remind yourself to retrain your brain into a more positive mindset, a more joyful mindset, a more abundance-filled mindset, and one that will manifest the things you were after. Okay, tip number 4. Well, this one, you're probably wondering why I didn't just say it first, because that's always one I go to. It is to focus on gratitude and to focus on what you're grateful for in your life, and then also express gratitude for the things you want to manifest as if they've already happened. Gratitude is the most powerful way to create a positive vibration that attracts more positivity to your life. So you all know I love to journal about this and do this every day, and I'm going to share with you once again. But what I like to do is to sit down and write out 10 things from the day before that I am very grateful for. And they can be big or small, but I genuinely feel true joy and gratitude when I think about them. Like today, it was as simple as seeing a hummingbird on my hummingbird feeder. And we've had a very long winter this year, and just that simple little thing just brings, even to this moment, brings a huge smile to my face. It makes me feel good, and it raises my vibration. But also remember, I'm not just doing gratitude for the things that I already have. I'm also grateful for the things that are coming my way. So here's a great example. You can do this with money if you want. I tend to not focus so much on money. I mean, lots of people will be like, I want to manifest $5,000. Okay, great. You do that because you can do that. But that's not really generally my vibe or the things I go after. When it's not something huge that I'm working on, the little things that just in my daily life that I can say I manifest and that gratitude falls greatly into impacting are things like not allowing a potentially bad situation to happen and take over. And I know that's pretty vague, but so for example, when I'm working real estate business and I'm in the middle of negotiating repairs between a buyer and seller on a house that's being purchased, a lot of times those conversations can get stressful and negative and just not, they're just not fun. So knowing that it can go that way and knowing that just has a way of just kind of changing my mood for the day, I will start that morning out with just a different mindset. I will be thankful for my clients, thankful for the house that we found, thankful for the kind sellers that are selling, thankful for my buyers' understanding and ability to think beyond emotion, thankful for the sellers. I mean, I just kind of start going down all these things, right, that I am so thankful for within the transaction, instead of focusing on where this transaction could possibly go wrong or where it could become stressful and overwhelming for people. And instead, I focus on the good. And I'm just grateful. And I'm grateful all the way to the conversation. I'm grateful during the conversation. I'm grateful after the conversation. And it's so funny because I cannot say that I have ever done that and then had it turn out bad or negative or stressful. In fact, it's just been the opposite. Every time that I have gone into those transactions with gratitude and stayed in gratitude and kept with that, it always turned out amazing and just a beautiful, honestly, a beautiful thing that could have been just, for those of you who have bought homes, it's stressful. And so to see a moment that could be that way and instead it's not. Yeah. All I can say is gratitude works magic. So that is my tip number 4. I'm sticking to it. It probably should be tip number 1, but I don't want to always be talking about gratitude, even though I do think it's the most important. But moving on, tip number 5 is for you to take inspired action. And what I mean by taking inspired action is to make movement towards your goal. So follow your intuition and take steps to align your actions with your intention. When you take inspired action, you are sending a message to the universe that you are serious about manifesting your desire. So a great example of this is if you are working on manifesting a healthier body. Well, you have to take action. You won't just get a healthier body because you want it. You will only get a healthier body by setting your intention, focusing on it, and also taking the steps towards that. There's no way that the universe can give you a healthy body if all you do is eat McDonald's every day. You have to make steps to align your actions with your intention. So you start eating healthy foods and exercising regularly and getting enough rest. Or if you are manifesting, a new job, you are going to start networking with people and applying for jobs and looking for things that align with your skills and experiences and the job of your dream. The job will show up, but you have to be in the right place to receive it. So your actions have to be in line with your intention. And the next tip I can give you is a biggie. It really is. And it is letting go of attachment. And that is meaning that you need to let go of the attachment of the outcome and trust that the universe will deliver to you what is best for you. So you need to stop obsessing with controlling the outcome and know that what you want is coming, and it may have a different form than you currently imagine. So for example, back to the job, you've written about it, you've dreamed about it, you know exactly what that perfect job looks like. And you are taking action, right? And you are going out and you're looking and you're applying at all the places that you think align with that. And for example, one opportunity comes up and on paper to you, it looks like it is exactly what you want. But for whatever reason, it didn't work out. And so a lot of times people will then turn to doubt and anger and away from all the positive energy that is bringing that perfect job to them and focus on what they've lost when that perfect job is just around the corner and they just haven't seen it yet. And the universe is going to bring it. And the universe knows that that is actually what you were wanting all along. You just hadn't gotten far enough in time to see it, or you hadn't, it needed, another day, it needed another week, it needed just another moment to bring it to you. So you have to let go and trust and stop trying to force your outcome, because that is just forcing your way through life. That is not intentionally manifesting. When you let go of your attachment, you allow the universe to work its magic in its own time and in its own way, and it is beautiful. So the 7th and final tip that I'm going to give you today, it is to be patient. Manifesting is a process, and it may take time for your desires to manifest. And just like I said before, in letting go of the attachment and trying to take charge and be the, driving force of your life, just be patient and trust. Trust in the timing of the universe and continue to have faith in your ability to manifest. Because remember, the universe hears you. It knows the best way to get you exactly what you want. It has a plan. It's always working for you, not to you. It's always working on your highest good. And sometimes you just have to be patient. Keep writing, keep journaling, keep focusing, keep positive, keep using your affirmations, keep believing, keep taking that inspired action, and then it will show up. So I want to play like this little game with you, I think. And and I will do it too, because I just said a little bit ago that I don't spend my time focusing on manifesting money, but I want to prove a point. And I want to prove a point how truly easy it is to manifest when you take these steps and when you remember to set a clear intention, you believe in yourself, you use positive affirmations, you focus on gratitude, you take inspired action, and you let go of the attachment and are patient. So let's see how many of you can manifest $10. $10. And I'm going to pick 10 because if I were to say 1,000, many of you would never believe you could manifest $1,000. So we're going to pick a number, and you pick your number. Honestly, if you want it to be $1 or a quarter or $20, whatever it is you want, you pick. But I'm going to pick $10 because $10 to me is a trip for something that is not outrageous in my mind. It is very, I feel like I could find $10 on the street. So $10 just feels like an easy number. So pick whatever it is that you can believe that you can manifest and set your intention to manifest it this week. Say to yourself, I am going to find $10 that I was not expecting sometime this week. And then after you've set your intention and made it very, very clear, then believe it and just like write it down, where you're going to see it so you can keep reminding yourself that you're going to manifest that $10. And then write some affirmations about it that you can put to it. Like, money flows to me. I create abundance. The universe knows that I'm good with money and therefore it gives it to me. All kinds of things. I mean, there's, money flows easily to me. I am abundant. I write some things down. And then after you've done that, sit and write down all the things about money that you're grateful for. You're grateful that you have the money this month to pay your bills. You're grateful for the job that you have that provides whatever it is that you're grateful for in the situation you currently are in and the money situation you have. But write those things down and say them and think about them. Now, when you're out and about, or you're cleaning your house, or you are out shopping or whatever, just be watching. Just be paying attention to things. Don't just walk through life not seeing the things around you. And see and watch where that money shows up. But also, don't try to control it. Don't immediately think, oh, you know what? I bet you I have $10 tucked away in one of my coats. And then get your mind stuck on that. Because you know what? The universe is going to smile and say, actually, I want to show you that it's going to show up a different way. Just don't expect it to be one and only way. Because it will be there, but maybe not the way you expect. And then be patient. Be incredibly patient because it will happen. And then after this week is up, let me know. I'm super curious to know how that worked for you. And if you were able to do it, and I do believe you can, it's a matter of if you do, you have to believe, not just me. And for today, I think that's kind of covering it. I mean, there's so much to talk about when it comes to manifestation. There's so many things that I love, and we will talk more and more and more about this. But I just wanted to give those of you who needed a little help in getting started and give you just a little intro into the things you can do and the ways to get there. So now go out and manifest your $10, and then go out and manifest things that you want in life. And remember, I believe in you, and you can manifest the life of your dreams.